41,832 women benefit from Nigeria for Women project. Chinoyerim Ememobong emerged first female chairman, Institute of Chartered Secretaries of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State. Plus, expert blames destruction of houses by rainstorm on poor climate information. Hello, welcome to NTA News. My name is Francis Bassi. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channels 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. To the news. About 32,056 women affirmative groups with 41,832 members have so far benefited from Nigeria for Women project program in Akwa Ibom State. This was made known during the orientation seminar for project champions involved in the project program drawn from 6 local government areas of the state. Wisdom Jacob has details of the report.
The program targeted at 3,600 groups and 54,000 members is to provide an investment that will improve the livelihoods of women to boost inclusive growth by successful implementation of Nigeria for Women project in the state, with the hope of Akwa Ibom women in selected areas to become formidable entrepreneurs. The project champions play pivotal roles in ensuring the success of the project in their respective communities.
The project has really helped women in my community by helping them to not to be idle, to look for something doing. Those that don't have money to put in their business, they grant them loans, they get the loans, and their business start flourishing.
It is very, very good. They help women to save their money, to know how to manage their money, their economy in terms of cooperative, systematic operations.
This project has really improved a lot of women and has given them courage, giving them chance to live their life independently of their husband.
Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Inia Diakpan, says the orientation exercise will enable the project champions to communicate effectively with community members, inspire women to be fully engaged in the project.
When the women are strengthened, the family is strengthened. In turn, the community is strengthened. And these women will be partnering properly with the men to ensure that the family structure is strengthened.
We had taken our champions through the project objectives. We have also helped them to be connected, and in no time you'll be hearing our women champions sing the women anthem all by themselves offhand. And so
the event also featured presentation of award to the commissioner for her effort in the implementation of the project in the state. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
The reward of hard work, they say, is more work. This was made evident at the investiture of Chinoyerim Ini Ememobong as the third chairman of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State Chapter. The Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Moses Epo, advised the new chairman to bring to bear her experiences to entrench good governance in the society. Evelyn Baduekbo reports.
The investiture of Chinoyerim Ini Ememobong drew all and sundry together, including technocrats and members of the institute, to support a lady whom they describe as a woman of tenacity, hard work and dedication, which has earned her position as first female and the third chairman of ICSAN, Akwa Ibom State Chapter. Representative of the Deputy Governor, Rosemary Inyangobong, while congratulating her, called on Mrs. Ememobong to bring her professional skills to bear in corporate governance and administration, while pledging state government support to the institute.
The elevation of Barrister Mrs. Ememobong to the position we are about to witness today is an act of hard work and dedication. It is hoped that during her tenure, that she will bring her wealth of experience to bear by making sure that the Institute gets to the height and climax of the professional body that it is well known for.
Professor Anyekan Brown, in a keynote address on the role of administrators in nation building, harps on transformational leadership, where critical goals to be solved are given priority to enhance good governance. A citation of Chinonyerem Ememobong indicates that the newly sworn-in ICSAN chairman is an attorney and chartered secretary with over a decade experience. Mrs. Ememobong has also continued to champion the cause of humanity, improving the living conditions of the vulnerable through the Ini Ememobong Foundation, and her contributions to ICSAN have brought her to the position of chairmanship, just as she promises to take ICSAN to an enviable height.
The administration under my watch is poised to make great efforts at changing this displeasing narrative through extensive sensitization campaigns, frequent and affordable training for administrators.
Ours is a very unique professional qualification that makes the Charter Secretary and Administrator to be a multi-skilled professional with the capacity and requisite skill to add value across different disciplines.
The time comes when leaders must step up to the plate, even with their personal attributes, which is why the rise of authentic leadership as a focus has come. So Chi, you have the support not just of myself, your husband and children. Physically, you have the support of the entire Melbourne family of Usendoni Bionibom. You have the support of where we stole you from, your parents. You have the support of your friends.
When you look at the successes recorded by very important corporate bodies, very important industries, these are driven by good governance in corporate governance. So, and this is driven completely by ICSAN.
Highlight was the investiture of Chinonyerem Ini Ememobong as chairman of Akwa Ibom State Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, as well as swearing of newly elected EXCO. The Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria is dedicated to enhancing the practice of corporate governance in Nigeria. In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Ekpo, NTA News.
Senate is closing to enacting a law that will reposition Nigeria's atomic energy technology, enhance domestic talents, and development of indigenous capacity in science, technology, and innovation. The Senate Committee on Science and Technology convened a public hearing for public input on the proposed law. Ignatius Unko has details of this report.
The Nigeria Atomic Energy Commission Act was enacted in 1976. With daily advancement in nuclear science application across the world, overhaul of Nigeria's 46-year-old atomic energy law has become urgent. At this public hearing, the Nigeria Atomic Energy Commission Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2022 evoked consciousness for a more positive application of nuclear technology in Nigeria.
To establish Nigeria Nuclear Waste Management Company to manage issues relating to radioactive. From the foregoing, it is clear that there is urgent need to repeal the Nigeria Atomic Energy Commission Act to be able to cater for the aforementioned purposes, among others.
The bill, when passed, is also expected to strengthen the Regulatory Commission, improve Nigeria's medical diagnosis, and build an institution for nuclear technology.
The lack of requisite legal framework is another challenge and has greatly slowed down our activities as a commission to be able to harness the potentials of atomic energy in a peaceful manner, both for power and non-power aspects.
The Nigerian Nuclear Regulatory Authority has a different view of the bill.
In line with international accepted best practice and the accordance with IEA, requirements should address strictly aspects of promotion, development and utilization of nuclear energy application for peaceful purposes for generational development in Nigeria.
The Nigeria Content in Programs, Technology and Innovation Establishment Bill 2023 was also presented to the public. Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
We will pause here for a commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
This is the dawn of our new.
Quality education of the young developing mind is not an all-comer affair, but to the diligent. This is where Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria comes to bear. Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria comprises of 3 elementary schools and 3 secondary schools located in secured environments equipped with the state-of-the-art modern and updated facilities. Enroll your word in any of the following schools: Tower of Ivory Schools, Edienabak; Tower of Ivory Schools, Idoro Road, Uyo; Tower of Ivory International Academy, Airport Road, Uyo, all in Akwa Ibom State; and Tower of Ivory Schools, Ada George Road, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, with boarding facilities in Edienabak and shuttle buses for pickup at Airport Road, Uyo, and Ada George Road, Port Harcourt. Admission is ongoing. For inquiries, please call 0803 386 3339, 0907 038 3573, 0907 038 3574. Email tois.contact@gmail.com. Tower of Ivory Schools Nigeria. Hope at last for quality education.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station, presents
a maiden edition of Virtual Children's Paper Presentation.
Children, can you put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern? All right then, submit a write-up on the given themes and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes.
Junior category 8 to 11 years. The effect of TV cartoons on intellectual development of children. Senior category 12 to 15 years. The impact of the present economy on the education of the child.
Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. All interested schools are expected to register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2023.
Rates 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 for Kaitinen Road, Uyo, or NTA Uyo at yahoo.co.uk.
First prize 100,000 naira, second prize 70,000 naira, and third prize 50,000 naira, plus many consolation prizes.
For inquiries, please call Ekaite on 0904 643 6412, Okon on 0806 226 1805,
Edcom on 0818 308 1170,
or Juliet on 0703 370 8102.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
Our children, our heritage. Support them.
Welcome back. An applied climatologist at the University of Uyo, Professor Ekanam is urging Nigerians in Akwa Ibom State to brace up for more rainstorms in the coming days as the rains set in. The call is following recent rainstorms that rendered many homeless across local government areas of the state. Clement Barkwi reports.
I was thinking that it's normal rain, that it will calm down. Before I know, the thing throw me away.
I have never seen it in my life, the type of breeze.
I was just hearing maybe the wave from nowhere. It destroyed everything.
Such has been the situation at the end of every rainfall in Akwa Ibom State for the past 2 weeks. That the state is in a tropical region is stating the obvious, and that onset and receding rain patterns accompanied by strong winds are not new. The intensity of the windstorm in 2023, experts say, is as a result of the changing climate pattern.
There is a particular wind we call the equatorial easterlies. It is not a surface wind, it's not normal surface wind. It blows up in the sky. But during this season, it finds its way down. That is why at the beginning of the rains or at the end of the rains, when they come to the surface, it's a very powerful strong wind. Anything it finds on the way, it will blow off. That is the reason you see the houses will be blown from east to west.
While urging the people to expect more of the windstorm in the coming days, Professor Ekanem advised residents to plant more trees and always seek for climate information before embarking on house building projects.
If you are going to build your house, you should know the orientation of your roof. If you don't, and put it and it becomes vulnerable, that wind will blow it off. That's what happened.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Lightning Safety and Research Center is estimating about 2.9 million lightning strikes in the country in May, advising residents of states in the south-south, southeast, north-central and northeast to prepare for intense lightning strikes and remain indoors when it occurs. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, says it will take at least 4 days to complete evacuation of Nigerians from Sudan. Director General of the agency, in an interview, says 13 buses with 60 people will leave Sudan daily. Let's join Musa Baba Aliyu for details of this and other developing stories from Sudan.
From Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, to Aswan, Egyptian border is about 1,000 kilometers. That is the distance to be covered by these buses daily. Each will be carrying 60 students, including the elderly and women. So far, 150 of them in 10 buses are already on their way to Egypt, as at the time of this report. The Director General National Emergency Management Agency, Ahmed Mustafa Habib, says adequate arrangement has been put in place for the protection and security of Nigerians along transitway. He says arrangement has also been completed with the Nigerian-based airline, Air Peace, that will airlift the Nigerians from Egypt free of charge. Multiple nations have scrambled to evacuate embassy staff and citizens by road, air and sea from Sudan, where fighting between the army and paramilitaries has killed hundreds and led to acute shortages of water, food, medicine and fuel.
It is important that the world stands with the people of Sudan to provide the resources that are required for humanitarian organizations to ramp up emergency response and humanitarian assistance to the people in need. One life lost in Sudan is a life too many.
A Royal Air Morocco flight carrying 136 Moroccan nationals evacuated from Sudan arrived at Casablanca International Airport this Thursday. This is coming as Chinese Navy ships sent to rescue citizens from the conflict-hit Sudan have also evacuated nationals from 5 other countries. The first batch of 678 people evacuated by the Chinese team arrived at port in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia by ship on Thursday morning. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And in the meantime, the National Emergency Management Agency and the Nigerian Diaspora Commission have reacted to a trending video on the purported abandonment of Nigerians along Sudan-Egypt road. NEMA told NTA that one of the 13 buses on convoy with Nigerians developed faults and others pulled over to wait for the vehicle to be fixed. The agency therefore refutes the claim that bus drivers protested lack of payment. The federal government is spending $1.2 million on the evacuation exercise. And to sports this evening, Rivers United depart Nigeria for Dar es Salaam in a make-or-mark CAF Confederation Cup quarter-final encounter with the Young Africans of Tanzania. Details of this and more with Chukunonso Mwabwezi on Sports Update.
Nigeria's representative in this season's CAF Confederation Cup, Rivers United, Thursday afternoon departed the country via Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania for their second leg quarter-final tie against Young Boys on Sunday, April the 30th. With a 2-0 aggregate deficit, Rivers United are hopeful of obtaining the result when both sides slug it out at the 60,000 capacity Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, Dar es Salaam. Away from Nigeria, Arsenal's hope of winning another English Premier League were again dashed following a 4-1 away loss to Manchester City at the Etihad Wednesday night. City are now just 2 points behind Arsenal on the table with 2 outstanding games. In other results, Chelsea suffered 5th straight defeat under Frank Lampard after losing 2-0 at home against Brentford. West Ham United were beaten 2-1 at home by Liverpool. Nottingham Forest also secured a vital 3-1 home victory over Brighton. Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur play host to Manchester United in a battle of top 4 finish. Third place Newcastle United are away to relegation-threatened Everton at Goodison Park, while Southampton vs Bournemouth conclude Thursday's fixtures. And in tennis, Dominic Thiem Thursday progressed to the second round of the 2023 Madrid Open. The 29-year-old Austrian secured his passage after an emphatic 6-4, 6-1 win against Kyle Edmund of Britain. In the women's category, 3-time champion Petra Kvitova suffered a second-round defeat to Irene Meyer of Germany, the 10th seed competing in the 100th WTA 1000 tournament of her career. Failed to convert 2 set points before losing 6-7, 1-6 to the world number 67. With sports updates, I am Chukunonso Nwabueze, NTN News.
To end the news, to be a star, join NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Please stay behind as Wisdom Jacob comes to take translation.
Ibane wakesem ekan Dawson abame kiredia ofonitun nutmedio ngate Nigeria for Women Project. Chino yere memabong ado pawan ateti worokbokoro ebodio the Institute Chartered Secretaries of Nigeria. Ata aboke yobioidem abiada mempo woken na women nie ifyoriba musong na mempo tepe. Okang ni song ide ombo ya ko member so ni nyambu bre yumi mikere Wisdom Jacob iban na waka man kai ba na waka isem toseni ba me freket e dia ufon mi ban e waka isem tosen aba me kid mempo e bodia ufon e to nut media ngate Nigeria for Women Project Mika Kwaibom State eke na medio me kini eke tumu kwem kontara yone nombore dio ngate Project Champions eke ne kesni dem ken nutmomi ke e benemo itu menko kara itio ke state ya kombomi e na mbotang ado adinye e bo wakaisem 1000 ita miki tioket akorambun owe wakaisem 1000 aba medwenang ndiena miedo dinam yak mi bane niam bubere adi peken daudu we mo kidenyin adi penkot banyo akrebo ke no mom mufang adi yo memfra au mine ke kisem ko ibang iban ba todo nutmo mi akrunen u fa utumun ma ko fred rimbure di ngate World Bank me kambau kaidenyin ediana mukarastere mim fon ke dikenbo ke ben nutmo edi ngate Nigeria for Women Project esen kedinam ke stedemi midurenyen ibana kwa ibum state ke mitie se sara moisio adikenbo ke kapai ba ki de moy nangampo mbono wedi ngate Project Champions eni ata kambo byong utumadinam ke dikenbo ke nam nutmo mim fon ke midong mo kireket Commissioner sempo ba mbuberiban ya mention sempo fancy beremo ini adiakban atangabo kedi inamai tomorrow ayang wambure di ngate Project Champions me adi nie etie bwana adi kum temo afre frini nyong depe ndariban kedi kenbo mo kene wana yo ken tomorrow bonam je dio ki tieri namado e mano commissioner do ukbono akene men wondam po senye tebesen ke dikenbo ke ben lu tomorrow enam no fon ke Akwa Ibom State. Wisdom Jacob Kombok NTA. Atai fio kan ne ku fong wentai fio yo asnu yo kun boidat nyinebo ya moy beirem ebed yobio adikai sun tepe ke musani fang kiso akene na air makai so ridep anyaka na wedi yang mi akene ntagado atawak ufong bonowo adwang akene me yobio si tepe mimi e kombo mito kombo
Ami esgo seru memponte peka Akwa Ibom State kerme ma bioro kemponte ufangurwa ibabo yageko kekena nga Akwa Ibom State ado irong ame erme segene kere asege asanga ye okposong ofam kiswa 2023 mi anam nome ntan sempo mbanga nkankok ebo kekene nga uprom boba kikbege afam nanga mo ekebo yak nom bonobu ebe ngirem ebet mo waka posong afam yedem kemme usen ariegemi atai fiok ekane mekanem ama no mbono witem abo yak nom bonobu etom meton no wak enyonga se yem usong eriyong me usong abuma yefam mbemiso ebop mufok nko ebo keri sana mpong iraito kini e kam mafam yedam madepe ayangwam keri kpeme muwem mbonowu mikuyo owemedi mo Samson Okombok NTA.
Ufo tumedi National Emergency Management Agency okoro Nigerian Diaspora Commission etang ba mensun suiko ebo ke idet nyen ekbong ni idet nyen ebang ekebang ke Sudan kusonga itu Sudan edika Egypt ufo tumne ba dokom Kombok NTA ebo ke kit ke tumme boss dueta ekebene ka isangado ke kit ama biara ndien bonko mbon sigi bangaku edai bet no idiong boss nye ke biara koro ufo tumo do nyonga tangabo ke nimo ke sebo ke mbon si wan boss mi eke wori yara sedebo ke wikbe nimo ko ado tai idiong su kambau kala itu nyina nam ya idiong ke biara kok awaka akan million dollars ke mempo ke diben mbo ke kuno ni to iden nyen e pong Sudan ukan ngin do ni trembok bu bre yo miero tutum pong kan ka duo basen anyi nyi do nya di teman ko frefet mempo kami asier